The Gabba here in Brisbane is a great cricket ground. In my top 5, I'd say. Reason? Well, now that they've opened that stand over there, it really is fantastic. Big crowd, so a good atmosphere, and everyone in this ground very close to the action as well, and that makes a big difference to the public that come and watch the cricket. The pitch as well is absolutely superb. Have a look at that. It's always lovely and flat. It has that very white look about it. The ground staff here always do a good job. And if we just take a close look at it, just to give you some idea of how hard it is, the crust that forms, it's very hard to get the key through the crust and the surface. It tends to bounce a little bit for the fast bowlers and the spinners, and of course from the batsman's point of view, it comes on beautifully.
Cheers. We'll have a bat, skipper.
What do you think of the pitch? Looks pretty good, doesn't it?
I think it looks a very good batting track, and hopefully our strategy is to play 50 overs and put pressure on the Australian side.
Your batting seems to have been the problem so far in the lead-up matches. What are you trying to do to fix that?
I think it's just psychological. They were a bit tired, maybe, although our batting scored runs during the test series, so their bit confidence is there. And we have to back our bowling. Shoaib is back in the side. The whole team is excited. I think the whole Pakistan is excited. The cricketing playing nation should be excited as well.
Yeah. It does seem a bit of a strange mess, this, doesn't it, with Shoaib?
I agree with you. I mean, first of all, they shouldn't have banned him, and now they've sort of said they can play. And the last moment we have to call him from Perth. He's just arriving at 1:15. And I would especially like to thank Steve Waugh to if he would have bowling, he would have a substitute fielder here.
Is that one of the reasons why you're batting first?
That is one of the reasons, but we would have batted anyway on this track.
Okay, good luck today then.
Thank you.
Steve, looks a pretty good pitch, doesn't it?
Yeah, it looks real good, mate. I think there's plenty of runs in there, and the toss shouldn't matter too much.
Yeah. The Shoaib actor thing, it seems to be a hell of a mess, doesn't it?
Yeah, one word, mate, it's a joke, but I'm happy for the guy to play. I think there's nothing too much wrong with him, and it's good. He's good for cricket, so I'm fine to see him play today. No problem with that.
And difficult, you guys making the change straight from Test cricket into the one-day game?
We hope not, mate. We've played enough cricket to sort of be able to get changed pretty quickly. Most of the guys have played a lot of cricket, and we've been on a roll the last 12 months in one-day cricket, so looking forward to today.
All right, good luck then.
Thanks, sir.
Wasim Akram has won the toss, and with Shoaib Akhtar on his way to the ground, he's decided to bat first.
Mohamed Wasim, only 22, the partner for Anwar. Early days for him yet. His first one-day international for 2 years, so he'll be a little bit nervous. He's at the non-strikers end. But Sain Edwar, an average of 40, a strike rate of 83. He's probably the danger player in the top order. First 15 overs by all the shots over the infield. Price to the scorer, so he's going to be McGrath on the members' end. Quite get the middle of the bat, but Pakistan off the mark with a single. Bevan does the fielding. Give it him. Umpire Park has given him LBW, trying to work the ball on the onside. Listen to the roar of the locals here at the Gabba. Adam Dale strikes.
Well, Mohamed Wasim went a long way across. Adam Dale swung the first ball away from the right-hander. This one was just speeding towards the stumps, and that is out. That is hitting middle and leg stump. It's a very good decision. Umpire Peter Parker. Wasim just going too far across, protecting the off stump. Just correctly judged LBW. Great start by Australia. Disappointing start for Pakistan. And Wasim departs for a duck. Pakistan 1 for 2.
Abdur Razak, number 3, comes in at 1 for 2. It's well hit. One hand. Timed that right up the meat of the bat. I think he was just beaten a little bit in width there, and he lunged, got the bat to it, and raced away. Nice little leg glance. Well played. Keeping it fine away from Michael Bevan, who was in fraction square. Very fast outfield.
Looked like the attempted in-swing again. Madam Dale looking for the LBW. Just clipped off the stumps, off that off stump actually. Very fine. Fine enough that it beat Michael Bevan.
Oh, that's out, caught behind. Yes, a bit of bounce there for Glenn McGrath. This is a hard pitch, just short of a length. It bounced. He actually had a little spar at that one. Wasn't able to drop his gloves and get his bat out of the way. Big deflection, and Gilchrist makes the catch.
He's troubled him all morning and all afternoon with this one outside off, short of a length. He's flared at it. Gilchrist does the rest. A big wicket for the Australians. Anwar out for 12. It's 2 for 20.
Ijaz is the new batsman, very experienced. Have a look at the number of matches he's played. 236. Very good average and a good strike rate as well. So if Ijaz can get over the early part of his innings, he's a bit of a nervous starter, then he's a pretty dangerous customer. That's out, caught behind, yes, a wide delivery, swinging away. Well, he's been so cautious. The first time he really tries to have a go at one, he picks the wrong one. That was swinging, it was wide as well. Big deflection, and another Pakistan wicket has fallen.
He's had very little middle ground. It's either block or swing, and it swings away. There's been one called a wide before that. He edges it to Gilchrist. Andrew Simons in the 15th over gets the wicket. It's 3 for 24.
Inzamam Al-Haq. They need an innings from him today. 29 years of age. A reasonably decent strike rate and a good average.
That's a good shot. Nidoff won't get there. And a much needed boundary. Big appeal, and once again Andrew Simons has got a wicket with a wide delivery. That was a poor shot from Ijaz. He knocks himself on the helmet with his right hand as he leaves the crease, and I hope he found someone home when he knocked.
Well, 2 rubbish deliveries, but the wicket's all the same. This one, look at that, wide, and gets an under edge. Simple catch to Adam Gilchrist. And Ijaz Ahmed has gone. Second wicket to Andrew Simons. It's 4 for 32.
Yusuf Yohana at the crease now for Pakistan. And another wide delivery brings another caught behind. Andrew Simons has obviously got a plan, and Pakistan just keep falling for him.
Yes, I think it does appear that he bowls a few good tight deliveries, and then he tosses one up a little wide, inviting the batsman to go for the drive, whether it's a square drive, the square cut. This is again an attempted square drive by Yusuf Yohana, and another catch to Adam Gilchrist. Boy, isn't Simons delighted. It's 5 for 34.
Well, Mohan Khan knows all about these situations for Pakistan. He came in at 5 for 51 in the game against Queensland. He scored 70 in that match. He'll need to do it again and get some help from Inzamam at the other end.
It's just wide and mid-on. Handy 4 for Pakistan. Not quite off the mood of the bat, but no one hitting through the line.
Interesting bowling change decision by Steve Waugh. He could have gone either way. He could have kept the medium paces on to keep the runs down, but he's going to try to buy a wicket and take Pakistan to 6 down.
Parker's given him half forward, first ball. Inzamam Al-Haq. He took a long, hard look at that. Inzamam just pushing forward. Maybe it was the top spinner. Inzaman's not a happy man. He departs, and it's 6 for 60. This will be an interesting replay. Probably skidded straight on. He was half forward. He played a shot. There's the replay. Warren, first delivery. Inserman, half forward. That's out. That's a very good decision. Played outside the line. Umpire Parker judges Inserman, LBW, and Pakistan are in tatters at 6 for 60. Wasim Akram, the Pakistan skipper, at the crease. Warren struck with his first delivery, the very important wicket of Inserman Al-Haq.
See those two fielders there, one there and one there. Tempting Wasim Akram to go over the top, trying to buy another wicket.
That's well done. Straight down the ground, right off the middle of the bat. Bounces away for 4. He's been waiting for one that's a little bit further up, and he's latched onto that one.
Well, the temptation was there. Wasim Akram, well, fell for the temptation, but hit it well enough to get 4. That's exactly what Shane Warne and Steve Waugh were trying to do. On that occasion, full marks to the batsman. He's actually pushed the mid off back now. Too long off.
And he's beaten the field there. That's a good shot too. It looked like an attempt at a flipper. It was a bit short, and Akram was onto it very quickly.
He is a long hitter for a little bloke, and this time he's cleared the rope.
Experience tells me that Shane Warne can hardly believe that. As it was hit, he reckoned it was going straight down the throat of that fielder out at deep extra cover. Well, it went towards him, and it kept going and going and going, and into the crowd.
Sweep in the air, and Mark Waugh has grabbed it, and grabbed it very easily. So Warne, once again using flight, has brought about Moeen Khan's downfall.
Watching that, you may think that was one of the easiest catches you've ever seen. It was wonderfully well executed. It was anticipation to get to exactly the spot he wanted to be when he had to make just a little jump up, and he was off balance as well. So that was a good catch. It was well bowled, and Moeen Khan has gone 6 for 103.
Saqlain Mushtaq is the new batsman for Pakistan.
Warren's overjoyed about that.
It was hit pretty hard. Got to Glenn McGrath on the bounce, really skidding very quickly, and he had to reach out a long way. I don't think you really could have blamed him for the effort there.
Set that well. Mid on. And he runs. Oh, this will be out if he hits. Yes, he's got him. He doesn't miss many. Ponting come across, got on the bounce. There was never a single there. And Wasim Akram was run out, but Ponting steadied, had the one stump. Did-I, Dick?
He knows how foolish he could have looked if that underarm had have missed. Certainly didn't. Good angles by Ponting. Wasim Akram didn't hit it and didn't time it as well as he must have thought. Ponting with a swoop. Pick up, throw, Akram not in the picture. Very good wicket for the Australians, one the Pakistanis couldn't afford to lose. Wasim Akram goes. Gone for 35. It's now 8 for 127.
Simons to Saqlain, the new batsman is Weka Yunus. He's at the non-striker's end. That's well fielded. Brett Lee does well. Well played. Into the gap at mid-wicket, that's 4.
The Pakistanis aren't going to pace themselves anymore. The shackles are off. They're going to play some shots. They're going to take some risks. If you do it well, it almost appears as if there wasn't a risk involved. Swings across the line into a big gap.
Hit that again. Into the gap. Shane Lee trying hard, may get it. No, he doesn't. He's at the 150 for 8.
He's had to hit this one a little better than the last because there was a man on the circle. This has cleared Mark Waugh on the 30-metre circle. Not well enough to beat Shane Lee then.
It's well struck. Valuable runs by the tail.
Just short of a good length. Getting hoiked over that mid-wicket position again. There is a man on the circle. A good shot by Waqar Younis. Just from outside off and hits through it. It's a long boundary made to look quite short.
It's well hit. Third man's coming around and won't get it. Valuable runs. Sapane doing a great job. His highest score in a one-day international. And a very sensible and courageous knock.
Throw in some skill. Gave himself a bit of room and still got enough timing on this one to slice it over the square point fielder.
Oh, he's hit that a mile. That is a big hit. That's a very good hit. The man with an average of 9 comes out and thrashes McGrath straight down the ground for 6.
His top score is 37. He scored 23 in a 50 partnership now. And that is long. That's the first 6 that's been hit into the new stand at the Gabba. Owen Khan almost did it earlier on in the day.
Top edge flies all the way. It's carrying. 18 off the last over. A very good one for Pakistan. So after 50 overs, Pakistan 8 for 184.
Umpires and the Pakistan players are out in the centre. Mark Waugh and Adam Gilchrist going out to join them now and to face this very strong Pakistan bowling attack.
Well, that's a great delivery. What now then? Did he nick that one? No, said the umpire. There was almost a little bit the feeling that there was a noise of some sort there. Steaming in, that's well fielded. Oh, it's interesting that one didn't swing at all. Yes, one would have to say that Pakistan are the masters of the cricket ball for a start. They really, over the years. Oh, that's got to be very close. Yes, he's got him. That's very well bowled. Mark Waugh's out, LBW. Well, it'll be interesting to see whether that one just straightened down the line a little bit. He was playing from the crease, but this is a big wicket for Pakistan. And Mark Waugh, well, he'll want to have a look at this replay. Let's have a look at it.
Beaten by a little bit of movement there. Mark Waugh, ball just coming back off the seam, certainly hitting the pad in line and probably going on to hit middle and leg. So Mark Waugh out, LBW to Waqar Younis. Pakistan have got the early break they wanted. It's 1 for 7.
Ricky Ponting, a batting average of over 40, strike rate of over 70.
That's a fierce stroke. That may not be Gilchrist's favourite shot, but it's not far away from it. That's a beauty. They're both great shots. That was one with a touch more classic about it. The square cut was brilliant. Two magnificent strokes.
Both either side of a good length by Waqar Younis, just short of a good length.
There's 3 good shots in the over from balls pitching in roughly the same direction, two to the left-hander, that he could hit away in the offside, and that one round about the pads of Ricky Ponting.
Yunus struggling with the left and right hand combination. Just slanting it, middle and off. There's a big gap there at mid-wicket.
That is an absolute cracker. Well, we've seen 4 shots in the last over and a bit. But on their own, it's just about worth paying your admission money to see.
Played a similar shot last over of Wasim Akram, but it was fielded. Just got it straight on point. Saw the man at backward point there come into picture.
It's a question of timing all round. Everything was going slowly. I've been lucky enough to come into the commentary box to watch 5 of the best shots you'll ever see. Well, I'm not sure if they're allowed to ask for the old ball back, but I think there may be a moment when they'd prefer it. There's 37 on the board now and just Mark Ward's wicket down. That's beautiful time. Just a gentle little roll of the wrist from round about middle and leg. I just had the feeling it might have been a slightly slower delivery from Wasim Akram, but if it was, then Ponting picked it.
Australian 50 up. And they look like they mean business as well, the Australian batsmen.
Well, that's beautifully picked. That was the slower ball, and Ponting played it delightfully. Most wonderful coordination there.
Fields from behind the wicket had moved up. They were ready for the slower ball. The off spinner, and Ricky Ponting just goes with the spin. Yunus skipped off the grass and it skipped past him.
Magnificent. Beautiful shot from Ricky Ponting. It's 1 for 58. Gone. Trying to push it away there down the gully, and Abdul Razak has struck. And wicket in his first over. Adam Gilchrist the man to go. Now that is vital for Pakistan. It's 2 for 60 now.
Deceptively quick, 140 kilometres an hour. It did deck away from the left-hander. Mohan Khan a little anxious after he threw that up to make sure he took the rebounded throw. Razak strikes. Gilchrist out for 27. 2 for 60 Australia.
New batsman Michael Bevan. The conditions are good here. The lights are on. We're into around 7:15 in the evening Brisbane time. Abdur Razak, the bowler, has just got Gilchrist, and he almost had Bevan as well.
Ponting looks to be in tremendous form, carrying on from the last 3 or 4 test matches. Started the season disastrously, 3 or 4 ducks.
There it goes, this time he's gone! Second slip, takes the catch, the young fast bowler gets a wicket. That's a big wicket, the wicket of Ricky Ponting. Well caught at second slip. It's 3 for 72.
Excellent catch and second slip from Mohammad Wasim. That was going very quickly. It was a wide ball from Shoaib Akhtar. Ricky Ponting threw everything bar the kitchen sink at it, and an excellent catch by Mohammad Wasim. Took that very well. That's a big breakthrough for Pakistan. Ricky Ponting departs for 32. Australia now 3 for 72.
Steve Waugh, 277 one-day internationals. Average of 31, a strike rate of 74.7. Shoaib Akhtar's the bowler. Oh, close, he's got it! He's on a hat-trick! Shoaib Akhtar's got two. Steve Waugh's not happy, but at least it was inside edge. That was fun. All of a sudden, it's 4 for 72 at the Gabba.
Well, it's Ricky Ponting. It's a wide one, Ricky Ponting, that started the rot for Australia. Very good catch from Mohammad Wasim at second slip. Steve Waugh came in and first ball. He's backing across, and that's out. It's a very good decision. Shoaib Akhtar is on a hat-trick. Damien Martin, he's going to face the hat-trick ball.
Still no go in, just the two slips, the short mid-wicket. This full house buzzing here at the Gabba. It's a good comeback by Pakistan. And comes Shoaib Akhtar on a hat-trick. Oh, it was perfect, wasn't it? He knew he had it right, and it was well played by Damien Martin. Spot on, good length at the stumps. The perfect hat-trick ball. The batsman just good enough to get some bat on it.
Perfect. Would have hit middle stump about halfway up. Damien Martin did very well. There's hundreds of flashlights going off too.
Gone! He's caught him! Driving square, caught by Ijaz. It's 5 for 77, and Pakistan are now really in this game now.
Yes, it was a full-length delivery. Moved Damien Martin once again, trying to hit square of the wicket. Wasn't quite there when he was driving. The width was there. Hit it well enough. Straight to Ijaz Ahmed. Took a very good sharp catch just behind point. Another big breakthrough for Pakistan. They are right in this game. Damien Martin departs for 4. Australia now 5 for 77.
Australia 5 for 77. Hush around the Gabba as Sunil Gavaskar and Tony Gregg take up the commentary.
Thank you, Bill. Yes, they really have fought back very well here. Now, Andrew Symonds, very good player, and this will test him a little bit. 24 years of age. He's got an average of just under 40. Wonderful strike rate. He's a very exciting cricketer. And he's out there because Damien Martin hit one in the air on the offside. It was firmly struck, but it went flying away. And that was nicely taken there by Ijaz. Thank you very much, I think he was saying. Words to that effect. Come on, guys, let's keep going here. And there's the celebration. So 5 for 77. Lovely evening in Brisbane. Tremendous cricket match. Low scoring one, but it's very tense. Oh, he's got him, yes, caught second slip, going for the drive outside off stump. Well, we built him up big time this evening because he's played some great cricket just lately, but unfortunately Symonds has hit one off the edge and it's gone straight to second slip, and Pakistan tonight are catching everything.
Yes, they are. And I think the Australian batsmen are doing exactly what the Pakistani batsmen did to Andrew Symonds, underestimating Abdul Razak, trying to play shots of him. Andrew Symonds getting a duck, and Australia now really in tatters. 6 for 77.
So Brett Lee's the new batsman, and well, he's coming in under a bit of pressure too, because Razak is going to be charging into him, and he'll be looking for a hat-trick here. He got a wicket with the last ball of his last over, got rid of Damien Martin, and then the first ball of this over, he got rid of Symonds. This is Damien Martin out caught at backward point there. Ijaz making the catch. And then Symonds going for a drive outside off stump. First ball the next over, nicely taken at second slip. So here we go, Abdul Razak. This is the second time a Pakistani this evening's been on a hat-trick. Oh, and allowed to go through to the keeper, just short of a length. Well read, well left too by Brett Lee. Oh, bowl him, clean bowl him. That's a good delivery. Quicker ball.
It was through him before his bat was down. Talk about underestimate the pace. Well, I suppose it can happen when you first go out to bat, but that one seemed to me to slant in a little bit, and the stumps are all over the place.
This is very cleverly done. He's got wickets with the away going delivery, and now he's banged this one in and in swing. It's knocked the middle peg back. Brett Lee had very, very little idea of that delivery. Abdul Razak, the Pakistanis, are delighted because they have the Australians now 7 for 79.
The crowd have gone very quiet here. Australia are being bundled out by Pakistan. Pakistan, who have had a dreadful run into the start of this tournament. This is exactly what the doctor ordered from their point of view. All the problems associated with Shoaib Akhtar. He's back in the side, and here they are tonight, gaining a little bit of revenge for their humiliating defeat in the World Cup final. The Shoaib has disappeared off the ground. Abdul Razak over the wicket. Causing all sorts of problems. So the end of a very good over. Waqar Younis continuing. Oh, and that was wide. That was wide. Had that been straight, it might well have been out.
Adam Dale a little slow to react to that call from Michael Bevan. He was looking at the fielder, and I think that's what delayed him. Wasim Akram, if he had got the throw right on target, Dale would have been found well short of the crease.
Over the top of the slips. A very handy boundary. First one for nearly 90 balls.
And this is the sort of thing lower order batsmen get away with the same equanimity as the top order. First boundary in 85 balls, and it seemed like it as well.
Slower ball and caught. That's a good change of pace by Shoaib, and he's pulled the tail ender. Adam Dale well into the shot before he realised it was the slower ball.
That's clever cricket. Not just a fast bowler, but someone who does have a good change of pace. It was like an off spinner, and Dale tried to check it. Might have been better had he been able to go through with it, but he couldn't. It was very, very well bowled, and it's 8 for 112.
Well, Shane Warne is coming out with the runner. He's just had a long chat with Michael Bevan. I would imagine they've talked about what restrictions he's got, and now I'd say they're sorting out the calling. So there we go. I think it might be all down to Michael Bevan, which is probably a pretty sensible approach.
Really kept working on a stretching. It seemed to get worse. That initial reaction wasn't too bad, but it seemed to get worse as that over drew further on.
A big appeal from behind, but there may have been a bit of bat in that one. We'll have to keep an eye on the umpire. In comes the throw. Simons is home, but leg by's given.
Fantastic running. Shane Warne couldn't have a quicker partner. Brilliant running to get in for two there. The ball only just went out of the 30-metre circle. Simons got back comfortably.
Yes, that one just slipping down the leg side. Very big appeal, but definitely not out. 8 for 119. Well, they're running for almost everything. So Bevan, who's very fast, has got Simons out there with him. They'll run for everything, and then Warne will just have to try and get a bit of bat on ball somewhere. Right, there's a single and a fumble by Akram. I think he was going to have a little dart at the stumps there, but he didn't gather the ball cleanly.
Right, one ball to go in the over, and it's going to be bowled at Shane Warne.
Everything has to be absolutely perfect if you're going to run Bevan out.
Yes, they're finding it very hard to get any meaningful runs off Saqlain. But that's not the issue at the moment. The issue is just don't lose wickets, and let's get a little closer. So you start hearing those appeals, then you know they're starting to worry a bit. 8 for 131. In the air, out. Just outside off stump. He tried to steer it away on the offside. It's gone straight to gully. Yes, it looked as if it might have been just a little bit slower outside that off stump, but it just popped up nicely. So the end of Shane Warne, and this is how it happened.
Clever bowling again. The Pakistani quick bowlers have really employed a lot of tactics here tonight when they've countered. Warne getting out a little bit in front of himself, not hitting it well enough to get over the field. He's gone for 9 for 132.
So Glenn McGrath, the new batsman, well, he's had this long-standing desire to win a match for Australia with a bat. And he's got a great opportunity to do it tonight. He's got Bevan out there with him to tell you more about it. Bill Laurie, and with him is Mark Taylor.
Mackie Yunus doing the job here. Ijaz takes a straightforward catch at backward point. So really now, I guess it's up to Michael Bevan. Bevan on 26. Good change of pace. Just held it back a fraction. Warne into the stroke, straight to backward point. 9 for 132. Mackie Yunus picks up his second wicket. That of Shane Warne, who played fairly well considering the condition he's in. But now it's really up to Michael Bevan.
Yeah, Australia, there's the equation. They need 53 runs to win. They need 1 wicket in hand, so...
Single. Gets it away. Wait for the call. Was it some bat there? Leg by. Crowd booing. Only 1 loss in the last 15 one-day internationals for the Australians. This will be a shock one if they do lose. 2 slips in from McGrath. Point covering it off mid-on square leg. Big shout. That's going to be very close. Wow, this will be an interesting one. Does he give it a run? Leg by. Wow, this is very interesting. Daryl Harper.
He's wide of the crease, Wakar Yunus. Hit him in line with about Midland leg, but umpire Daryl Harper suggested the ball was going down the leg side. But the Pakistani players thought it was plumb. There was a fair bit of angle on the ball.
Gets away for 4. That's beautifully played. That's his strength. They bring the fine leg up. He finds a gap. Superb stroke.
Superb stroke and superb batting. It's about the only place Michael Bevan can get a boundary. It's down to fine leg. Everything else with a deep point, a deep third man, a deep mid-off. Plenty of players saving one. There's no one down at deep fine leg. That man being up inside the circle. Excellent batting.
It was a poor delivery, wasn't it? Short and straying onto middle leg, and he just worked it away superbly. Bevan moves to 31. There's a chance for a run out surely. Oh, that's going to be very close. I think they got him. McGrath was the runner. It was a good effort by Mohan Khan if that's out. Beautifully taken by the keeper. The throw was an ordinary one, a little under armour. McGrath's not sure. Pakistanis think they got him, but it was a very ordinary throw. Here comes Mohan Khan. Picked it up. And that's close. 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 I think he might get the benefit of the doubt here. Glenn McGrath, the bar took a long time to come off. He was short of his ground. He's got it. That's out. That's out. Yes, he didn't make it. The bail was off. That'll be given out by Tony McQuillan, one feels. It's off now. See the bail move. That's out. Mohan Khan did a magnificent job, and that'll be a victory for Pakistan. That's a big win. Australia all out for 139, and a wonderful effort by the wicketkeeper. Gathered it cleanly, and the end of an excellent match. What a comeback.
Absolute superb comeback. Superb work for Mohan Khan. It wasn't a great throw. Coming in, McGrath was slow to start. Michael Bevan, before the delivery was bowled, said there's a single everywhere. Played it on the offside, but McGrath didn't respond. There's a run there. Definitely run there. Mohan Khan did superbly. Picked it up just in the right hand and got it back onto the stump and just removed the one bail. A superb piece of work from the keeper, and that's a huge win for Pakistan. 5 for 35 at one stage when they were batting. Come back and win so well is a superb effort.
Abdur Razak picking up 4 wickets. Shoaib Akhtar, what a day for him, flying all the way from Perth. Probably left at about 6 o'clock in the morning, the early flight. And there's the final dismissal. It's a wide delivery. McGrath was throughout the... This is a terrible throw, really. And a great take. Just out of his ground. Good decision by the third umpire. And a very big victory by Pakistan. They deserve to win that. Their fielding held up tonight. Their fielding was very solid. They caught well. If that had been on the full, it would have been much easier for the keeper, but he does well, Mohan Khan. A great effort. That's the end of McGrath. So Pakistan bowl Australia out for 139.
Well, those of you who were with us at the start of the Australian innings when we were talking about the Pakistan bowling attack mightn't have agreed with the sentiments that this was going to be a very, very tough game for Australia to win. And I thought Pakistan did wonderfully well. When you think what they were in the first innings, how they collapsed up the top of the order and then made 184, it just gave them that opportunity. And it was the bowlers and the wicketkeeper who did it. The wicketkeeper, Mohan Khan, started all off with 33 and 45. He's a doughty character. And then with Wasim Saklain and Waqar, the 3 bowlers, getting 35, 37 not out and 23 not out, it gave them their opportunity. 8 for 184, a low-scoring game. And the bowling figures for the Australians, just 1 or 2 little problems there. Shane Warne with his torn muscle, 10 overs, no maiden, 2 for 52. And Andy Simons, 3 for 34. A wicket each for McGrath and Dale. Dale bowled beautifully early on, and so too McGrath. And none for 39 for Brett Lee. So 185 needed by the Australians, and they simply weren't good enough. They got away to a poor start with Mark Waugh getting out, and then a brilliant partnership, a short partnership between Gilchrist and Ponting. It was wonderful stuff. 53 they put on, and that took only 42 balls. 32 to Ponting, 27 Gilchrist, 31 Bevan not out, and then it was El Collapso, 15 for Adam Dale, 139 in all the Australians, and Pakistan's bowling, superb. I was very impressed with Abdur Razak in the Pakistan bowling figures. I thought he did wonderfully well. Came on at a very interesting time and bowled with plenty of pace. Now the bowling figures for the Pakistan team: Wasim Akram, 8 overs, no maiden, none for 39. Waqar Yunus, 8 overs, 2 maidens, 2 for 25. Shoaib, 3 for 31 from 7 overs, and Abdur Razak, 8 overs, 1 maiden, 4 for 23. Saklain, 8 overs for 12. Very, very tight. Tony Greig's down the presentation area with Steve Waugh.
Thanks very much, Richie. Bad luck, Steve. Not a bad performance by Pakistan tonight. They lifted their game. Yeah, certainly fought back well at 5 for 30. It wasn't looking good for them, and they fought well in the last 15 overs. Their batting was pretty good, and they came out firing with the bowling and were too good for us tonight. Yes, what about the Australian side tonight? As far as the bowling was concerned, I mean, it started off very well. It seems as if you had it totally under control. Mm-hmm. They got away to get 184, really. Yeah, sure. They should have probably 140 we're looking at most, and we bowled poorly last 10 overs. Batting wasn't good enough, but I'm not too concerned. I mean, you're allowed to have one bad day off in the year, and I think we had it today. Yes, you've had a good run. I mean, what's it, 15 matches before today, 15 matches, 1 tie and 1 loss, so that's not too bad. Yeah, no, we've had a good run, mate, so we're a little bit disappointed, but we'll regroup and hopefully play better next time. Right, we'll be watching. Thanks, Tony. Bad luck tonight. Righto, well, we've got the Pakistan captain, Wasim Akram, down here as well. Congratulations, that was a fantastic victory.
Thank you very much.
What about, I mean, the bowlers scored all the runs?
Yeah, and I think it shows that our team is quite determined. They want to really do well. And I think we were 40 odd for 6 as well. And in the end, Moeen, myself, and Waqar and Saklan Mushtaq played brilliant inning. And I knew, I had that feeling, the whole team had feeling, if we got 185, we can win this game. And we showed that. We really fielded well and bowled well. Abdul Razak, Waqar, Yunus have a great comeback, and Shoaib Akhtar.
That's right. You had an interesting lead up to this because initially I saw some quotes around newspapers that you weren't entirely happy with having to go home for that spell of time and then getting ready for this one-day game. That plus the whole Shoaib Akhtar scenario. On the one hand, I suppose you're a bit disappointed. On the other hand, it was a big bonus to have him arrive just in time for the match.
Yeah, it was a big bonus for us, but he arrived at the last minute, and poor guy had a 5.5 hours flight, just came here direct and played a game. The game was started when he arrived. Mm-hmm. And all the credit goes to the Pakistan side and the people in Pakistan. Today is Eid Day. I would like to wish happy back home to Pakistan as well. And that should be a nice present for them.
It certainly was. And a good reception too for Shoaib from the crowd here today?
Yeah, absolutely. I think everybody was behind him. Everybody is behind him, even in Australia, in Pakistan, and all of us. So, I mean, his perfect action and he's bowled well, and credit goes to him. He didn't do anything for the last 6 odd days, but he ran in and bowled his heart out.
As a matter of interest, do you think they need to change this no ball law? Do you think, as far as the so-called throwing section of it's concerned?
Absolutely. I mean, whatever clause they have now, it's a little bent arm means the guy jerks, but that's not it. For jerk, you don't have to run from side screen and really run in every ball. You just have to change it. You can't just carry on with this. That's what I think. I've played enough cricket to know what jerk is.
There's plenty of guys flicking it and have done for lots of years.
Exactly.
Right, well, very well played today. You seem to have pumped them up in the field tremendously. We actually captured you getting your team into a circle and having a little talk to them. You were obviously pretty serious.
Yes, I think we'll just keep on reminding them and myself that unless the last wicket is gone, we haven't won the game. So I think everybody, just to remind them again and again, and I think it worked very well.
Well, everyone will be staying up for your match tomorrow, right across Asia, Pakistan versus India. Always good for you guys.
Absolutely, I think it'll be an exciting game tomorrow, and especially today's win, our confidence will be very high.
Good, right. Well, good luck tomorrow.
Thank you.
Righto, well, there we are. Now we've got $1,000 as well as the Man of the Match award, and Abdur Razak is the Man of the Match. There we are. Congratulations. And we've got some money for you as well. You can take that home as well. Have a party tonight. Your captain obviously enjoyed himself. You looked as if you enjoyed yourself too.
Today we are very happy. We win the match, and I like to. Our captain's saying to me, if you want to make great players, his consistency is well.
That's right. And you bowled nice and straight, nice and tidy today, and batted well too.
Yes, a little bit, and not. I given 100%. I think so tomorrow I will make sure giving the 100% in my
big match tomorrow against India.
I know that.
You all know that. Very well played today. Congratulations on a very good victory.
Thanks a lot.
There we are, Abdul Razak, the man of the match today, and a couple of very happy Pakistanis there, Richie.